Hello, Sonia Larson here. I want to talk to you about how to do oil pulling. Oil pulling is marvelous. I've been doing it for many years and I highly recommend it. My whole, breathing has cleared up. I can take deep breaths and I never have any mucus. And my teeth are doing wonderful because of oil pulling. So I want to talk real quick about how to do it. The first thing is choosing your oil. So I have here three examples of oil. It really doesn't matter that much which oil you choose. You just want one that you're comfortable with, and that's organic and cold pressed. That's really important. It's got to be unrefined, organic, and cold pressed. So here I've got a coconut oil. This oil has gained a lot of popularity with oil pulling in recent times because, coconut oil is gaining popularity and it's a good tasting oil. It's good for you. And you'll find that it's antibacterial and antiviral. So that's all good with coconut oil. The only thing you're going to need to do is melt it in your mouth. So that'll take probably about 30 seconds to a minute. So you're going to hold it in your mouth, and then you can chomp down on it a little bit to break it up, but it should be ready to go within the minute. And then we've got the sesame oil. Oh, there you go. It's cold pressed, organic, also unrefined. This is an oil that's very similar to the coconut oil in the way that it's antibacterial and antiviral. It's a very good oil and it pours nicely. The third oil is the extra virgin oil, olive oil. It's very common for people to have this in their household and to start out with this. Um, Now, the spoon that I like to use when I'm using the sesame oil or the olive oil is a Chinese soup spoon. It basically, it's about a tablespoon, but you want to go with a little less than a tablespoon. My mouth isn't that big, but I don't think anybody's mouth is a full tablespoon. And it's also easier to pull with less oil. So the more oil you have, the more your mouth is full and the more you want to, start, gagging or something. So just start out with a little bit of oil. So, with a Chinese spoon or with a tablespoon, you want to do about half a tablespoon or 2/3 of a tablespoon. If you're using a coconut oil, you're just going to take a little chunk, you know. The measurements don't have to be like, exactly correct. All you're doing is put it in your mouth. Um, so now we've got the oils out of the way. What you're going to do is swish it in your mouth like that for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. And if you are having a hard time holding it in that long and swishing, then you can go less time. You can go 5 or 10 minutes, and then as you get more comfortable, as the weeks go on, start increasing your time, and that's perfectly fine. You'll still get benefit out of 5 or 10 minutes. You want to feel the saliva building and foaming in your mouth. You know that you've done it, that you're starting to get a good workout when you've got it building in your mouth and it starts getting fuller and fuller. So you're going to do it for 20 minutes, then you're going to make your way to a toilet and spit it out there. And when you're at that toilet, try and choose a private toilet and try and really get it out, get it up and out. Do some snorting or, gagging, do the dog cough, do that a little bit just so you can get all the mucus up. Don't be afraid of, making a little bit of noise, whatever helps you. So, so after you have gotten, to the toilet and gotten that out, then what you're going to want to do is take a couple of handfuls of water. Don't swallow it. Oh, and by the way, don't swallow the oil either. That's really important. I forget that. But so when you're getting that water, don't swallow the water. You want to just kind of rinse your mouth a little bit before your toothbrush goes in your mouth, because your mouth is going to be filled with a lot of bacteria and stuff that you're bringing up. So you want to, rinse your mouth a little bit. Then you get your toothbrush, and the best, toothpaste that I like to use is a mix of baking soda and sea salt. So you're going to take the baking soda and the sea salt and mix them together, half and half, and put that on your toothbrush. It's a very inexpensive way. It's natural. It cleans your teeth. It takes care of bacteria just as much as toothpaste does. Because one thing about commercial toothpaste is that it's got a bunch of chemicals in it, and that's what you're trying to pull up and get rid of, is all the chemicals and bacteria. Those are the two main things that you're trying to get rid of with oil pulling. So it's kind of futile to take a commercial toothpaste and start using that after you just had this great oil pulling session. So you want to go with something natural. Natural toothpaste is good too. But you brush your teeth and, do a good job of getting that bacteria out. Rinse your mouth. And then you want to take a glass of water and drink it. Some people like to do 2 glasses of water. So 1 or 2 is fine. And then you should be good to go. I mean, the oil pulling, when I do it, I can breathe so much better. So it's really nice to do in the morning, because you can get your deep breaths in and get energized for the day. And I just love it. I love oil pulling. I've been doing it for since 2008. I don't know how long that is, 5 or 6 years, but it's been great for me. One tip I would say, that a lot of people have a lot of mucus already. Like, that is their problem when they start oil pulling. So you might feel the need to sneeze or something like that. If you do, don't sneeze into the toilet or in the bathroom. My recommendation is to sneeze in the kitchen, where you can easily clean up after yourself, because remember, you've got all this bacteria and parasites that the oil is pulling up. So whenever you have an accident like that, you have to clean and disinfect the whole area with bleach, or if you got disinfectant handy. So that's just a tip, to do it near the kitchen sink where you can clean easy. And that's about it. I'm glad you have chosen to watch this video. I have a website. It's called oilpullingdaily.com, and there I'm answering a bunch of questions about oil pulling, so you'll get a good idea of how to do it and what it is, basically. So thank you for watching. Cheers.